Wow! That's one impressive collection of Italian glass. So let's check it out. Welcome to Go! This video will be part 1 of a 2-part series where I'll be showing you my collection of Murano and Empoli glass. Part 1 will be showing you all my unsigned pieces of Murano, and in part 2 I'll be featuring my Empoli, signed Murano pieces, as well as those pieces that may or may not be Empoli or Murano, and why. There seems to be a big confusion of what is Venetian and Murano glass. Venice, Italy was once the hub for Italian blown glass until the end of the 13th century, when they were forced to move all the furnaces to the island of Murano in the year 1291, due to the overwhelming number of fires started by the furnaces. The Venetian islands refers to all the surrounding islands of Venice, so whenever you hear the word Venetian, it refers to all the islands that make up Venice, which includes the island of Murano. The only time online I've ever seen glass referred to as Venetian when it is either chandeliers or beads, but it actually has nothing to do with being made in Venice proper. I've been in correspondence with a few Italian companies out of Italy, and they have clearly indicated that all hand-blown glass is made on the island of Murano. So unless you have Italian Venetian blown glass from before the turn of the 14th century, then you actually have a piece of Murano. The only remaining forms of glass being made in Venice is done using torches, being that furnaces are no longer allowed on the island of Murano. I'm always willing to learn more, so if you have any additional information or would like to make corrections to what I presented here, please leave your verifiable comments below. So having gotten all that out of the way, let's get started. There are several techniques that they use in Murano glass, and I'll be showing you my collection group and those different techniques of glass blowing. The first technique I'll be showing is sommerso. In English that means submerged, and as far as I understand, the English term for it would be cased glass, and that is taking different colors of glass and layering them. I do have some examples that have one color that is completely enclosed within another color, and I have others, like I said, are just layered. So let's get to showing you those pieces first. I have a few pieces that are these colors. I have the amber color with the green, and it has a remnant of a sticker. It sure looks like a part of a foil sticker on there. So we have this one. We have another one very similar to that one, that same green and amber colors. I'll show them together so you can see the differences. And then I have this really cool teardrop piece. One indication of being Murano is a smooth bottom. And I'm not sure if that's really always the case, but a lot of my collection are ashtrays. And ashtrays were sold in Italy, just like any other tourist town. Murano had their souvenir pieces. So that's why you'll find a lot of ashtrays, because they're functional pieces of art. I really like this piece, it's very substantial. I have another one here that's more of a green with a smoky purple. So really free-form pieces. I have one more piece that's similar to the others, but has a different freeform design to it. Smooth bottom. As you can see here, you can definitely tell the two different colors, one layered on top of another. You have this clear color at the bottom, and this more opaque, smoky purple. Also have this other piece that has a trefoil design to it. Very cool. And it's also made of two different colors, a blue and a purple. I really like the shape of this one. I have 3 other pieces that are just one solid color. We have this little blue ashtray. I have this clear glass one. Really nice design to that. And I have another one here that's a geode form. Looks just like a geode with a polished front edge. This is the only one I have like this in my collection. That's a geode, but I really like this style. Now on to some more cased glass with more opaque colors. Has a subtle little pattern in it. I have another blue and white glass. Has a very similar bottom, as you can see the colors. But on the inside has a different pattern. Here's one of my favorite pieces in the collection. It's hard to tell with this light, but that's just a really deep blue color. So it has this great contrast between the white and the blue. With the lighting, you just cannot tell the true color. Where you can see more of a shadow, that's more what it looks like in person. I think this bright light must be shining down to the white, making it look like a brighter color than it is. In these few last pieces that I'm going to show, it's hard to separate the different techniques because some of these pieces have 2 or 3 different techniques used in making this glass. This next technique that I'm going to show you is called foglia d'argento, and that means silver leaf. This is the only example I have of just a silver leaf. It has this gorgeous blue with the clear glass, and how they do this technique is that they have a sheet of silver leaf and they roll the glass into the silver leaf. And then as they form the glass, expanding the glass, it breaks it up in these little bitty pieces and it gives this detail to it, this design. The other technique is foglia d'oro, and that is using gold leaf. This piece is very interesting. It's this green color, this clear green, with that gold in it. It's just absolutely stunning. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. When they were glass blowing, they did make certain patterns, but you'll find such a variety of different techniques being used in the different pieces. And each piece is completely unique, even if it's in the same form. This next piece is foglia d'oro and foglia argento. I would also say sommerso. So it's hard to see, it has the gold and then the silver. I have another piece, and I'm not quite sure what this technique is because it does not look like gold. It has this yellow color, and that may just be because of the blue that they use, so it creates a different color. You can also tell it has foglia d'argento as well. The one thing I like about the Italian Murano is that it's so organic. Here's another very interesting piece. It also looks like it has the gold leaf, the foglia d'oro. Has the white glass with the blue glass on the inside. I really like the curls that they created on the ends. I have this large piece as well. I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks that they use like a copper leaf. So black, and then it has this copper color on the inside. That's a stunning piece right here. Very substantial piece. I have this other piece. I wouldn't call it a geode bowl. It's not polished on the edge and it's more of a amorphic design. But again, really gorgeous. Look at that. With that light shining on it. It's got the white on back. A little blue edge around the perimeter. I really love the pattern that's made with the gold leaf. I have this gorgeous orange piece. It looks like it's been lit on fire. Just such a vibrant color. Again, there's another one of my favorite pieces because it just has that really different color that I haven't seen on any other pieces. The last technique that I'll be showing that's used in Italian glass making is bullicante. Bullicante, you can see those little air bubbles. What we call it in English is controlled bubbles. The way that that's made, that they actually have a sheet with spikes on it, and they roll the molten glass over that sheet of spikes, and that creates air bubbles within the glass. Every time I read it, it talks about the air bubbles that are trapped, but I don't know if there's really a way to tell if there's air actually trapped in the glass. To me, they're just voids in the glass, not that their air is actually trapped inside. As you can see on this one, it has a bullicante, and then it has the gold leaf. on the inside of those holes. So I really like the design that it creates. Has this nice light purple color to it. So with some of the clear glass you can see around the edge. And last but not least, for this video, is this piece. It's not one of the fanciest pieces that I have, but it has this gorgeous cranberry color, and it has a bollicante as well. It appears that it has a gold leaf or silver leaf on the inside, but you can't quite make out what it actually is, but you may be able to see the pattern that it creates. So that's the end of part one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, learned a little bit. I really enjoy making this video, a little show and tell video, and share a little bit about what I collect. Stay tuned for part two of the video where I'll be talking about my signed Murano pieces, as well as Empoli and other pieces that may or may not be Empoli or Murano. So thank you for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time.